Hello! Today in the studio we are going to draw and paint a gnome for fall. Let's get going. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is the nose. And I'm going to put him down here because I want my hat to go way up here, okay? So here comes the nose. It's kind of an oval shape there, okay? Okay, well you might ask, Sharon, why in the world are you painting gnomes? I've had a rough week and I needed something fun. And so I'm walking away from fine art today and I am playing with a gnome. So let's get started here. I have on my palette, I have cad yellow medium, cad orange medium, cad red medium, burnt sienna, hooker's green, ultramarine blue, and white. Okay, so we're gonna go with the nose first, and I'm gonna take this burnt sienna, add some white out here on the edge. There we go. I might even add a little orange to that just to warm it up just a little bit. That just looks so cold. We're always working with temperature. Okay, so the hat is over top of part of that nose, so we're going to put it right in here. Okay, we have us a nose. Now I'm going to bring some of that burnt sienna over here and some blue. I'm going to darken it up a little bit. And I'm just going to come around the edge of the nose, particularly right in here where the hat's giving it a shadow. Got a little too much going on there. Too dark. I'm lightening it up down here. Just because it's a gnome doesn't mean it can't be good. Okay, so there we go. There we go. In a few minutes, we'll put a little highlight on that. Okay, I've rinsed out my brush. We're going to start with some darker color down here at the bottom. Let's go with the red. This is all dry in here, okay? So there's some red. I'm going to add some orange to that. There we go. We're going to bring it all the way. That won't be enough paint, Sharon. You're going to need more paint, girlfriend. Don't be cheap with your paint. That's what I tell my students all the time. Don't be cheap. Now, you know, on this, since he's fall, you could turn him into like a scarecrow with some straw coming out underneath this hat. This is just a fun painting to loosen up. You know, when you've painted something that was sort of hard and you had trouble, or you know, whatever, you just want something that's sort of fun. Okay, so we don't want this to be straight across here. This needs to come up a little bit to give that hat that slouchy look. I'm just adding some of the cad red and cad orange together. Okay, so here comes, he's going to just pop up there a little bit. Okay, there. Okay, so now I'm just going to wipe off my brush here, and I'm going to pick up some of that orange. I'm coming over here, and comes this part. I'm going to add a little white to that. I'm just going to play with those colors. The orange, the red. There we go. Now normally I would have drawn this on here with soft vine charcoal. I just didn't. I don't have a reason. I just didn't do it. Give yourself some grace on this one. We're just having fun here. I've done a number of fall paintings, and this is just going along with that. Okay, so now I think I'm going to take, I sort of rinsed my brush. Not much, but sort of. Okay, I'm going to bring this yellow over here. I've got to add some white to that because it's so transparent and the white makes it opaque. So let's come in here like this way. He's starting to look like a candy corn, isn't he? That's all right. We did a candy corn painting. Now, you see I didn't clean out my brush really well, so there's still some of that orange floating around in there. I love that. This is just a fun, I needed a change of pace. And I'm getting it this way. But you could paint this on anything, you know, wood or a basket or some kind of a door sign. Okay, so let's come over here and pick up some of this green. I'm going to go with more yellow to lighten it up a little bit. I'm just trying to make enough here to do something with. So I'm going to come up to about, let's see, somewhere in here. So you kind of want to let it slouch. Tree branch just fell off. There we go. Okay. Again, I sort of rinsed out my brush, but not completely. So I'm coming over here with some of this burnt sienna where I was working. I'm going to add a fair amount of orange to that. And now some white. And we're going to finish up our hat with this. I'm going to need some of that orange in a minute, but we've got more. Have a whole tube full. What color do you think we should make that ball? We're going to put a ball on the end of this guy's hat. What color? If you were painting this, type in the comments, what colors would you have used? There we go. Okay, so we've got a hat. We're still looking a little weird because there's nothing going on down here yet. So let's, I'm going to kind of wipe out that brush, but I'm not cleaning it. I'm going to pick up some white. I'm even going to throw a little yellow in there. More white. Now this is how I paint a moon. I'm putting the brush down flat here. And I'm going to spin it. Now if I use a bigger brush, I get a bigger circle. I'm going to add some more white to this mix over here. And I'm going to come around on that ball and do it again. There, okay. It just gives it a little bit of a difference. Okay, so what we can do is we can come in here like with this. You decide where you want your highlight, okay? So it can be in here like this. We can add some orange. Highlight some orange maybe over here on the side. Add some red. And now I'm going to put a little highlight on that nose. Okay. All right. So, oh, I see we didn't get any highlight up here on the top of the hat. Boing. Okay. There we go. Okay. I think we're looking good now. We've got some where it has some depth. Now we're going to take our orange over here. I'm going to add some blue to it. They are opposites on the color wheel. And I'm going to add some white because this makes gray. Blue and orange together will make gray. Now, Sharon, why wouldn't you just open up a tube of black and white and do that? Because it's too harsh. It's too cold. So we're going to bring his beard all the way around. Look how dark that is. It doesn't look that dark. I'm going to bring it all around his nose. Turn it. It doesn't really matter because we're going to add a lot of shades to it. So out here on the edge, you have a couple of options. You can make him have hair, or you could put in straw, and that would be fun. Okay, so we've got that going on. We're going to let that sit and dry. So if we wanted to make some straw, we could take the the orange and the yellow, add some white to it, add some more white to it. We want to tone it down, add a little more yellow to it. There we go. Okay, so now we could come in here and we could just put some in like this. Start kind of heavy underneath the hat and then get narrower and narrower as you come down. So we're going to fill him up right in here. And then we're going to get skinny as we come down. And I'm going to keep adding some white to that. Maybe some more yellow. There we go. Okay, so now I'm coming back here with my brush over here where I built that gray. I'm going to bring it all the way down underneath that nose. And we're going to make some skinny little lines up on the point end of your brush. Little pressure. Very little pressure. Okay, so now if you feel like you've lost all your back color there, you can come in here now and throw in a few little streaks of the dark, or you could come underneath there. Fill in that completely with the dark. Just picked up a little yellow there. It's all right. Now we're going to make a few. You can play with this for a while until you get a look you're happy with. A little more water to my mix here. Coming over here. This is all pressure here. Just curling him around. So there we have just a little fun gnome. Now you could do this in any color scheme you wanted. I just think it's a lot of fun and loosens up your brain a little bit. If you've enjoyed this, I sure hope that you're going to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell so you get notified whenever I upload something. Usually I upload something a little more detailed and artistic than this, but this was just fun for today because I needed something fun, and I'm sure that every once in a while you need just a little something fun. So have a great day. Let's paint together again real soon.